What is up, guys? Today I will be showing off some eBay finds. It's not going to be a whole lot today, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Alright, so I found a small lot of random wooden trains on eBay. Some of them I thought I might salvage for customing. It involved a couple of pieces of track as well, and a couple characters I don't have yet. First one is this model of what looks like a 2003 Thomas. Already got a couple of those, so I might salvage this one for a custom. I originally planned on making this Thomas into my personal OC, Jackson. Like, if some of you are on my old channel, you'd know who that character is. He's one of my OCs and one of Thomas's brothers, obviously. But then I thought, okay, I have a couple models of Billy now that I've been salvaging for customing, and I cut one of the faces of them off to replace it with another face for my custom model of Wendell that I showed in my layout video. So I thought, now that I have a couple of Billy faces that are able to be put into use right now, I might make a model of Timothy, because this looks the closest to his face, and the teeth on the model look fairly similar to how Timothy's face was designed to look, as it was just a model of Thomas's elderly face that was made as a joke. Now, enough about that. Now I've got another model of Billy. This one seems to be in pretty worse condition than the other Billy I used to customize. I was originally going to make this Billy into a scrap engine, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know, the old Wellsworth and Suttery railway engines were supposed to be Manning-Wardle class tank engines. I know most people think they were Colin, Lily, and Adam, characters created by Wild Nor'Wester, but according to one of the lore books, I think this was announced at one of the Audrey extravaganzas, is that the three Wellsworth and Suttery engines were supposed to be Manning-Wardle 060 class tank engines, the same class of engine that Billy and Charlie are. So I think I might turn this model of Billy into the first Wellsworth and Suttery engine. That's pretty much all I have to say about this one. I'm probably going to be replacing the face as well. I might use this as a demon face for Timothy once I cut it off. Up next is what looks like a 2000s model of James's Tender. I thought this one's perfect because I've been needing a Fowler-style tender to go for my unfinished custom of City of Truro. I still have yet to paint it, but I will get to that soon. Pretty much all I have to say about this model. I've been wanting to have a model of this for a while. It doesn't necessarily have to be James's Tender that I would use for City of Truro. It could have been Edwards or Gordon's, since they share the same design, but regardless, I'm happy to have a Fowler tender I can use for City of Truro just to complete the model. Up next are two characters I don't have, but are kind of missing an important accessory, Max and Monty. Now, these two are missing their dumpers, and I tried looking on eBay for some replacements whenever these arrived last week. I couldn't really find any. I did find a ton of models of Max and Monty that didn't have the dumpers on the back of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to just make some out of cardboard just to complete these, because I finally have more pack members, because before these two arrived, the only pack members I have in Wooden Railway were Jack, Alfie, Byron, and Isabella. So I'm happy to have more pack members, and I'm really happy to have Max and Monty of all characters as well. These two I've been kind of wanting for a while now, and I'm pleased to say I finally have in my collection. Last but certainly not least, 3 pieces of track. Now, this first piece right here is a 2-inch straight piece. It looks like it's a Chuggington track piece. I'm going to keep it because, you know, more track pieces is always good. I have one other Chuggington track piece, which is supposed to be a small curve the same size as this. But I don't really care about like any like fancy detail on tracks. Like, I just collect any type of track piece, no matter what brand it's from, just because, you know, like I said, more track is always a win for me. Comes with two small switches, small curves as well. God, I cannot speak today. First one, obviously, is a Thomas curve. Have a lot of these already, but I'm happy to have more small curves since, I'm kind of small on them, and I have way too many big curves in my collection. This next one appears to be an off-brand. I don't know what specific brand it is, but it looks like this piece kind of got some coloring on it, as you can barely see right here. I'm happy to have another small curve as well, just because usually I like collecting these smaller curves because they're easier to build with than the bigger curves for tighter spaces, and I kind of use them a lot more. So, yep, that's pretty much all I have to say for these models. Expect Thomas, Billy, and James's Tender to be used for customizing soon. And once I create some custom dumpers for Max and Monty, expect them to be joining the collection. And these three track pieces will happily be part of my small pieces collection. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. See y'all later, and have a good one. And these three God damn it.